It's Sunday evening. Hi, everyone. How are you? We're going to be talking about the backlash the skin girl Brazilian wax received. She says she don't want no bonnets and no PJs at her place of business. And when I saw that, I jumped in her. I was like, "Girl, what's your cash at? What is your cash out so I could send you some bud?" Because I was just so surprised and so happy that a black woman says, no, no, no. I don't want no bonnets and no PJs at my place of business. You're going to come to my place of business. You're going to dress appropriately. So, we're going to be talking with her really quick this evening. We're going to give her some love and support. I messaged her. She didn't have cash, but I told her I was going to purchase some businesses and that she can donate it to some of the ladies who might not be able to get themselves, little love. Okay. That's what we're going to be talking about. And if we have time, we'll probably talk a little bit about put a ring on it. Say hi. Let me know if you're here. Say hi. Let me know if you're here. I sent her the link. I know it's been crazy. We've been trying to get together for about a month and it just hasn't happened. So say hi in the comments. Let me know if you're here. And let me know, have you heard of this story? I know that Kimberly did, because Kimberly said, Janice, I'm so glad you're supporting her. And Kimberly said if she's able to be here, then she'll be here tonight. So let me know if you're here. It does take a few minutes for the comments to come up, so I'll just give you guys a few minutes. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up. I told you, if you listen to my video this morning, I said, bring your purse, girl. Don't come empty-handed, okay? This is one of those old-time church prayer meetings. We need to raise an offering, okay? We need to raise an offering for the sister. And Shidi asked me to do this. This is something I'm doing for herself. I've already set aside $100 to purchase some services so that she can donate. Then she gonna put up a big old sign and say, "Come get you some free services," okay? Because the woman who should be supporting her is trying to boycott her. Boycott her. I'm gonna let her tell her own story, but that's why I wanted to do this for her. And if you're in, I think she's in Louisiana, because I remember I was thinking if I ever go to Louisiana, I would go visit her. All right. Hey, nurse. Hey, nurse. I love you too, my darling. Hello. I absolutely love you. Love you. I adore you. Thank you so much. 15 people in the room. I should put a ring on it on here too. Come on up. Say hi in the comments. Let me know if you're here. I am a few minutes late. Y'all know I had to take my nap, right? And I lay down to take my nap because I was decluttering and stuff today, and I kind of lay down a little late. So I was dragging to get out of the bed. I'm just making sure everything is working here. Let me know if did you hear about this story? What did you think about it? Were you one of the ladies was like, we gonna boycott her. We gonna boycott her. Or were you one of the ladies that say, girl, let me jump on this computer and buy some services for her? 17 people in the room. I have 11 thumbs up. Not bad, but come on, y'all. Let's thumbs up. Thank you for those of you who have picked up my books. I appreciate it. I need reviews, y'all. 10 Years a Girlfriend is a year old and she don't have 100 reviews. That's terrible. That is terrible. So if you haven't reviewed 10 Years a Girlfriend, I know you guys are buying the books. I'm just not getting y'all to review it. So I need you to review 10 Years a Girlfriend for me. Go on Amazon. I know Amazon has changed some stuff. Amazon's always been messing with people's money. Okay, 20 people in the room. 20 people in the room. Thumbs up. Let me know you're here with me. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, everything is working. I'm going to be sharing this out. Let me go ahead and share this out in my community tab. If you are able to share this out, let's share this out and get a few more people in the room. We're only gonna be on here for an hour. Y'all see my review I did this morning on put a ring on it. Both Ready to Love and Married at First Sight is coming back next month. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I still have a couple of shows I want to review. I want to review the Love Match Atlanta. Shout out to Clara who told me about that show. I did watch episode 1 and I loved it. So now I need to go back, rewatch it, and do the review. And I also want to watch Love and Marriage DC. So so we'll see what's gonna happen next month. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, well, something's going on with my comments. Something is going on with my comments. 19 people in the room. Say hi. Let me know that you are here. Something's going on with my comments because I'm not seeing my comments. Okay. Send her the link again. I know it's also well, this is Valentine's Day weekend, Memorial Day weekend, so it's a busy weekend. Come on in the room. Let me say hi. I'm trying to see what's going on with my comments because I'm not seeing them. Okay. Let's see if I'm seeing my comments. Oh, there they go. Hey, Kirby. Hey, Jennifer. Hello, Beverly. Hello, Beverly. You got your books? Thank you so much. Come on in the room. Let me know if you're here. 18 people in the room. I should have put a ring on it because if we have time, we might do it. I just sent her the link. So where's my phone? Hopefully she can jump on. How's everybody doing? Oh, excuse me. I did not watch Put a Ring on It, the episode that came on this week. I'll probably watch it tomorrow morning. I'll get up early and watch it. And I still did not review Married at First Sight. I still have an hour left to watch. I will probably try to watch that and maybe do it tomorrow. Let's just go ahead and get it over with since I'm going to be home anyways. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you everyone. I'm waiting for her name is Tammy to jump on. I sent her the link. Let me check my messages. So did you guys hear about this story? Did you hear about it if you're on Facebook, you'll hear about it. A couple of people have written articles about it, about her receiving backlash. And I loved it. I love every second of it. I love that she was like, listen, not at my place of business. Not at my place of business. So I'm just waiting for her to send me a message. And but we could talk about Put a Ring on It in the meantime. Are you guys all caught up? Are you guys all caught up to Put a Ring on It? And what else are you guys watching? I'm watching like I said, I watched the dating show, the match dating. That was good. I really liked it. And I need to watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. Beverly, yes, I received them. Have a wonderful memorial. You too, my dear. Thank you. I'm not ready for Married at First Sight to come back. I'm not ready. It's too soon. Okay. I need a break on it and Put a Ring. Ready to Love is coming back next month, I believe. So I think, but it's gonna be in Florida this next season. It's gonna be in Florida, so that's good. And it seems as if they're opening the door to everybody, not just people of color. So that's good. Kirby says, yes, I'm caught up on Put a Ring on It. That show is a mess. I didn't watch last night's episode. So, but I will. I will. I'll probably watch that tomorrow morning. Oh, my thing is not charging. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on, hold on. Thank you. All right. Yes. I'm gonna be watching. I'll probably get up early tomorrow morning and watch. Yesterday I just kind of rested. I'm sharing it on Facebook. We're gonna talk about you guys think Kenneth is acting? They're saying he's an actor. But you remember what happened last season? Excuse me. Excuse me. So I mean, it's not far fetched that he may be acting. I mean, I can see it. But somebody, and I said in my video this morning, somebody said they saw Kenneth and Shorty on vacation this week. So what's that about? What is that about? I'm sharing this out on Facebook and in my Patreon, and hopefully we'll get a few people. I know it's a little bit earlier than I normally come on, but um, share this out if you can. We'll wait a few more minutes. Allow notifications. Skip for now. Kirby says, Ready to Love will be Miami. I think Ready to Love should only cater to the black mixed community. If you want to see any other race, go watch Bachelorette, Bachelor. That's true. I was somewhat disappointed when I read that because I was like, well, I thought this was just for us, Let's just have something for us so that we can have people connect. But I would like to see black women. I just don't think the man Ready to Love has had on the show. I just don't think they're the best. They're not the best. It's like, okay, wait a minute. You have 5 kids? Wait. You know what I mean? I want to see Ready to Love have some good men. Though it's kind of hard to get. Well, I'm not gonna say that, but because of the type of show it is, um, I don't know who can really leave their their job for weeks at a time. Right? They say it takes 2 weeks to film the show, so I guess that's not bad. But I am so tired of it, and I really want to see Ready to Love have some good men on the show. I think they have a decent group of women. I just don't think they've afforded the woman the best group of men there is. Hi, Bijaba. Hey, I didn't know Quality Pro is going to on Ready to Love. See, you just said that. Okay, even with the DC, I was so disappointed. It can't cater to black people. Remember, there weren't enough black men wanting to marry black women. Well, that's for that was what Doc Pastor Cal said on Married at First Sight. Married at First Sight is a different type of a. group though. Except when it comes to the black men, they have not been the best. I mean, we have a few good ones, but people come on the show to show their representatives, so I can't blame the producers. Well, hopefully Miami will give us a better group of people. Group of people. I can't hear from her yet. So we'll see what happened, but I really would like to see a better group of men. A better group of men on Ready to Love. I think we need better men. I just don't think they are they've been the best group of men. Okay. So it's 5:30. I haven't heard from her yet. It's a busy weekend, so perhaps she's still working. So we can talk. I should have put Ready to Love in here, so we could talk about Ready to Love. In the meantime, she decides to come up, but I think it carries over. You think? I think we need to address the. I don't think we're ready to have an honest conversation about the number of black men who are prepared to marry black women until we can talk about have a serious conversation about the number of black men that's in jail. I just I don't understand how people have a discussion about black men without addressing that number. I don't remember the numbers, but I think black men make up about 18% of the population. I don't remember the numbers, but it's teens, right? Black men in the United States make up, let's say, 18% of the population. I'm saying that I don't remember the exact number. They represent 18%, let's just say that, of the population in the United States, but they represent 35% of of the prison population. Huh? You make up 18% of the United States population, but you make up 35% of the prison population. So until we're ready to have that discussion, we're not having an honest discussion about the number of black men that's available to marry black women. And this is one thing I don't like about some people in the dating lane, dating and marriage lane. They just want to act like, our black men, our classroom, college classroom are full of black men. Yes, we know college is not for everybody. But I remember in the 90s, in the late 90s, being in college, and my black history professor says, look around, black women, how many black men do you see? And this was at Essex County College, y'all. Okay, now Essex County College is a community college, and it's in Newark, which is a college town. You know, they're not. We need to have an honest conversation about that. We can't talk about the number of black men that's available to marry black women when there's only 45% of black men available to marry black women. And I'm just making up these numbers now, let's say 50% of black men are eligible to marry black women, but there is 85% of black women. Somebody's not gonna have no husband. Okay. Kirby, I don't know why black men don't want to marry black women, because black women are loyal, sometimes too loyal and amazing. I don't know. I don't know if is it not taught? I mean, I'm definitely going to be teaching my black son to choose a black woman. Okay. I'm definitely telling my black son, that I'm investing a whole lot in. I'm sending him to the best schools. You know, we are affording him a very good life. And this is so that he can grow up to be a good black man and marry black women like his father and like his grandfather. So I don't know if it's not taught. I'm definitely gonna be teaching my son. And I don't say nothing to him now, but as he gets older, and my son goes to a private school, ain't but two black girls in the class, he don't even look at them. He don't even look at them. Okay, one of them he don't really. He said, "Oh, she's rude, mommy." He said, "Oh, she's rude." And I went to pick him up the other day, and I saw her. She was talking. I was like, "Oh, she is." In my head, I was like, "She is rude." Because Mike is like, "Oh, mommy, she's." He didn't say I don't like her. He don't use that word. He said, "Oh, she's rude, mommy. She's rude." The other girl, he don't even know her name. But them other girls, he like, "Oh, mommy, cat." Someone, she's so pretty. She's so beautiful, mommy. She calls her beautiful Kate. Let's say Kate. Beautiful Kate. Well, dad told me beautiful Kate. And I said, "Well, what's so pretty about her?" And he said, "Oh, well, mommy, she wear glitter, eye shadow. She has glitter in her eyes." And I'm like, "She has glitter on her? She's in the first grade." But I didn't question it. Maybe it's lotion. We have glitter lotion. And she wear the cutest little bunny earrings, and she laughs at my jokes, mommy, and she's just so pretty. And then she goes down the line and tell me what's pretty about all the, well, six of them. Ain't none of them black. But he's in their first grade. He don't know no better. But as he gets older, I'm gonna be pushing him to the other, as soon as I see a little cute, he's going to the second grade. Soon as I see a little cute one, because I'm the mama out there counting all the black kids in the class. I did that this year. How many? Was four, two boys, two girls. So I was like, well, I don't have much option this year. We'll see what happens next year. But I'm definitely raising and investing in him to be a decent black man and to marry a black woman. So I don't know why. Well, some black men have always thought that white woman is the prize. So I don't know. That's a good conversation to have, though. That is an excellent conversation to have about why some black men, not all, some black men are not married or choosing not to marry black women. And we've heard it, right? We aggressive, we too masculine, we argumentative, we want to argue, we're not submissive, we independent, we strong. And I do believe that a lot of those arguments are true. And so this is why one of the reasons I'm over here on YouTube yelling and screaming every day, like, ladies, come on, let's bring it down. Let's choose better. If we want better husbands, we have to choose, but we also have to work on ourselves. TJ says, definitely not taught as a people, our morals are lost. That's right. And I asked my husband if he was taught. He said no, but my mama was black power. He said, I knew I couldn't bring nothing up in my house other than a black woman. Okay. I'm a little warm. Beverly, girl, the mamas are starting them babies early to glamour out. Oh, that's glitter. She said, yes, mommy, she has glitter on her eyes. I said, how she got glitter? You're not supposed to wear no glitter to school. Where's the fan? Glitter to school. She said glitter, honey. And so one day, before I had a conversation, she told me about the girl, right? She told me about the girl, and I knew the name sounded familiar, but I couldn't picture her in my head. I told y'all this story before. She said, oh, she's so pretty. And we was in the car, was talking. It was like 6 of them. 6 girls, y'all. I have to make snacks for 6 girls every day. Pray for me. 6 girls a day. And And so she told me about the girl. She said, "Oh, mommy, can I marry her now?" I said, "Oh no, you have to finish school. You have to finish this school. Then you have to go to high school. Then you have to go to college. Then you have to get a good job. Then you have to buy a house for her, get married, buy a house." And she said, "But mom," he said, "Mommy, but a house is gonna cost $400. That's a lot of money." I said, "Oh, you don't have a lot of money." He said, "Well, no, I want to marry her right now." I said, "Okay." Well, I said, "Well, where y'all gonna live?" I said, "And you have to feed her." He said, "Oh, I'll give her my food. She could eat my food." I said, "Okay. Where are you gonna live?" "Oh, we could come live with you at our house." I said, "You do?" So I said, "That does that mean you're gonna sleep in your room?" Because yes, my son still sleeps with us. It doesn't bother us because he's a lonely child. It's just him, basically. Lexi's up on the third. Lexi don't want to be bothered. Okay. Lexi come down for food and switch the phones out. You hear her? That was her phone going off. And I said, "Oh, you gonna sleep in your room?" She said, "Oh no, mommy, we gonna sleep in the bed with you, daddy." I said, "No, I don't think so. That's not gonna work." So I got to work and I called my husband because I know the name, but I couldn't picture her. I said, "Oh, let me tell you what little Michael say about this person." And my husband said, "Oh no." He said, "Oh no. She's very," I forgot the word he used because he didn't even remember the word she used. He said, "You remember her. She's so and so and so and so and she has about 3 or 4 older sisters, and she's the." I said, "Oh, that's her." I told Micah, we don't like her. Choose one or the other one. What about the one? He has one girl. He said, "Mommy, don't pick me up early from aftercare. Pick me up when her father pick her up is when you pick me up. So I'll get to the school in aftercare after I get off work. And y'all, I sit in the parking lot and wait for the girl's daddy to come so I could go to get it because he don't want to leave until she leaves." Okay. So I said, "We like that one. Stick with that one." We like her. Stick with her. But Joby, Janice, don't you think, given how you're raising your son, he'll more likely be surrounded by more? He definitely will. He definitely will. He definitely will. And I think that's why I will be putting it in his head because yes, you're right. Because especially with the educate type of education he's getting, he is definitely going to be surrounded with more white girls. For elementary school where he is, he can stay there up to 8th grade, and so it's a mixture of girls. So there's Indian girls, all types of different girls. Hispanic, lots of Hispanic. We live in a Hispanic community. And so for high school, my husband wants to send him to an all boy prep school. And I told my husband, I don't think so. I don't like it. I don't think so. I need him to go to this school over here. And so there's another prep school. There's 2 prep schools. If you live in Jersey, if you live in Northeast Orange, you know which one I'm talking about, the one up on the hill with all boys. Okay. It's $20,000 a year prep school. I told my husband, I said, no, I don't need him to go to that school. He said, no, he needs to go to school and concentrate on learning. I said, no, I don't need him going to no all boys school. I need him to be around the beautiful Black girls and he can see them. And, so the other school down here is more, it was an all boy school, very mixed, but there's still lots of Black boys go to that school. So thank you, Jesus. When COVID happened, they what's this combined the school because they have an all boys school prep school and they have an all girls prep school. So after COVID, they combined the school. So I said to my husband, I said, Michael, look at God, look what God did. They combined the schools so little Michael can go to this school down here. It is still very few black kids that go to that school, but at least he's going to be around some mostly black kids. Okay. But you're right. The way we are raising him, especially with education, he is going to be around more Hispanic women or white girls. So that's why I'm making sure I'm planting that seed in his head. Okay? I want him to know that. You know, but I'm not going to pull him out of getting a very good education to have him just around black girls, and not saying you can't get a good education at public school. My husband and I have just always talked about and know that we wanted to make sure our kids get a private education. I mean, 35 kids in a class. I don't know how mama's doing. I don't know. His class, my son's class, is 12, maybe 14 students. Okay. 12, 14 maybe. If and they have two, they don't go over, they said they don't go over 15. The schools down here are 35 kids in a classroom. I just don't understand how 35 kindergartners can learn with one teacher. I don't understand it. Okay. That's the college classroom. Actually, you said it. Many of our children are around many different races, so socially they will date who they have access to. This is true. This is true. Like the other issue with what's his name's son. I thought it was ridiculous. It's just common sense. They will date who they have access to, which is why, you know, we are doing everything we can. As soon as little Michael get older, we're going to try to get him into Jack and Jill so he can see that there are pretty black girls that you can choose from. Okay. But I will definitely, my husband wants him to go to a HBCU. So we're trying. Okay. But trust and believe. Trust and believe, baby, that this boy here, I'm going to be in his ear. I'm going to be in his ear talking to him. Mama's going to be in that ear. Okay. Your son is already talking. Yes. Yes, Kirby. Yeah, we talked to him about marriage. We talked to him about family. My husband said, well, when you get older and you have your wife and your children, this is what you do. And he talks about it. He says one night I didn't make his snack box. He wasn't feeling well. And so we had told him, okay, you're not feeling well. You're not going to go to school. He said, okay. So then he woke up. He decided he's going to school. So he said, Mommy, where's my snack bag? I said, I didn't make one, Michael. You were not going to school. And you know what? He said, well, when I get older and I get married and I have my kids, I'm going to make my kids snack box at night just in case they want to go to school. So we do talk to him about marriage and getting married and having a family of his own, because these are the seeds that we need to plant. We have to ask ourselves the question, do we plant these seeds? Do they hear us talking about marriage and family and loving your wife and protecting your wife and buying flowers? Every time he see flowers, he wants to buy me flowers because daddy buys mommy flowers. At least your son is already learning how catty some women are. Yeah, he has a very, very, very sensitive spirit. Like, I have to even be careful of my voice, that I don't raise my voice at him, because he has a very, very sensitive spirit. And but he knows the girl. I saw what he said. I was like, okay. And we were at the excuse me, we went to get icy. You know, it's getting warm, and so the icy lady comes out, and we were all at the eye, and I said, oh, I see what he's talking about. Okay, speak those things that are not as though they were. I mean, Carter's E, hello, thank you, babe, thank you, disciple, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, as long as a black man is being raised around the right black woman, you're not going to have to remind him to marry a black woman. This is true. This is, but you know when they go up to school, child, you know. No, oh, beautiful Kate, beautiful Kate. She's so beautiful, mommy. She's so pretty. She laughs at all my jokes. Would you be okay with your son dating an island girl? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Yes, yes. I'm not saying that there were not black women around, but unfortunately, a lot of people of color are not able to afford their kids um a private education. It's unfortunate because even the school that my husband want to send our boy to, there was somebody that was trying to get her son in there, and of course she couldn't afford it, so she was hoping to get the scholarships. I saw her and I asked her, I said, did you get him in there? She was like, girl, no, that school is all about money. And this parents have this what, and this parents have this what, and this parent is that doctor, and this and child, I know it's they're what's the word she used? They're stuck up, and it's all about money. And I didn't answer her. I kind of shook my head, but I'm saying, yeah, it's about money. You can't send your kids up there if you don't have no money. That school, the prep high school, is even more expensive to this other school I was looking at for little Michael. And my husband was like, well, no, we don't want to send him that far as a child. He was a baby. I was just looking at it, and they sent me some information in the school. I don't know how they got my information, probably from preschool. They sent this to me, and he was in preschool, and they wanted him to come to do an interview for kindergarten. I don't know how they got my information, but they sent it to me. And but we looked at the price, and we was like, well, no, don't nobody have no $30,000 a year to educate no kindergarten. We don't have that. But the other people who do, they pay for their kids to go to that school. Okay, they pay for their kids to go to this private prep school. My neighbor's niece and nephew, I think they're going to some boarding school because they have so good grades. I don't think I could send my 14-year-old to boarding school though. And so he was telling me, like, all the other school, like Harvard and all Duke and all of them, those schools, that's where they get their students from those boarding schools and from these prep schools and stuff. So I know, especially with people of color in the black church, we scared to talk about money. But let me tell you, when you have some money, it make waves for you. The Bible says money answers all things. They can send their kids up there because they can afford it, and I don't see anything wrong with it. I really don't. I really do not see anything wrong with it. But we all work very hard to afford our kids the best we can. If public school is it, go do what you do. But I don't think you should look down on somebody that have or don't. Just mind your kids. Mind your kids. And so I knew I wanted my kids to go to private school. And so I dated accordingly because 30 kids. And when I was coming up, when Lexi was coming up, it was 25 kids in a classroom. Okay, Lexi's 27. Now it's 35. They just built a new school right here by me. It's 35 kids in a classroom. Kindergartners and first graders. For summer program, he went to summer program at the public school summer program. And it's 20 kids in a classroom. 20 kids. There are less teachers. There are less teachers. You're right. They should be paid. Let me tell you, teachers, Firefighters, I hate to say police officers because y'all heard about those cops didn't go in that school, but we're not going to talk about that. But especially teachers, they should be making at least $100,000. At least $100,000. My mother married a high value man, so she could be a housewife, and we were homeschooled until university. That's sex. Or another thing, homeschooling. I know I can't homeschool. I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me. That year I was home with little Michael for virtual school. But I think if parents can homeschool your kids, I think you should. If you can. I just know I can't. My dad did the math size. My mom so studied English. Oh, that's good. So y'all had two. Yeah, it's like you had two teachers. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. And I don't. I think maybe because I don't know. I just can't. I like them going to school. Hmm. But we all do the best. Now charter school is a big thing in in the inner city. I know we were looking at a charter school by us. It's the best, one of the best charter schools in our area. And I was looking at it, and little Michael teacher asked us which school we're going to send him to, and we told her, well, it was the time of year for registration, and so the his preschool that he goes to feeds into this charter school. It's like the best charter school in our city, right? And so they was giving out the paperwork, and she pulled me aside and she said, "Mommy, which school are you going to send little Michael?" And I told her that I was thinking about sending him to the charter school. She said no. She said no, don't send him there. She said Michael is not the type of child that needs a need charter school, or that school. She said he don't need that or any charter school. You need to send him to a private school. And so I didn't do the application because it was either that school or what we was thinking about, the one charter school, but we also had a couple of other private schools to look at. She said no. She said no. Lou Michael don't need that kind of discipline and stand in a straight line, walk in a straight line. Simon says walk. Simon says. So she said no. So we I didn't even do the application. And I do believe, and I shared this before, that God will let you know where to. If you are a praying parent, and so there are three private schools around here for elementary, okay, and so there's one right here, which is in the other city over, but it's still nice. We went there, and so my neighbor, his daughter is 2 years ahead of little Michael. So he does all the research and then he tell us. Okay. So there's a Christian school in the white city over there. And my neighbor's Hispanic. His little girl could pass for white. If she don't tell you she's Hispanic, you wouldn't know, unless you know her last name. And so he went over. He said, "No, I didn't like it." He said it's too white for my daughter. So I looked at him like, so he went to this. No, he didn't go to this one right here. So we went to visit this one, and I'm like, I'm looking for the black kids. I didn't see none. Not in kindergarten. I saw one little boy that looked like he could be mixed. Okay. Mixed as black and white because he had the black and white, the mixed hair. I said, I'm looking for the black kids. I ain't seen no black kids. But when we came out of the kindergarten, we went upstairs. They were having STEM. They're very good with STEM. So that's another reason we was looking at it, because they're good with STEM. And the other girls were, and I saw some older girls. But in the younger grades, I didn't see nobody that I liked. Okay. I didn't see no black kids. And then there was a teacher that was questionable to me, if you know what I mean, at a Catholic. school. I said, I don't think so. That was a second grade teacher, and I said, mm-mm. So we went to that school, and then the elementary school for the other private school, prep school down here that feeds in that school. I had a dream one night, and so the dream I had was I went to the school, and the kids was just running all over and playing, and there was no teachers, and it was just chaotic. And I had that dream, and then I had the dream of the school he is now. And so in that dream, we went to the school, principal opened the door, and we went downstairs and came back upstairs, and I asked the teacher for something, and she said, okay, I'll put it in his book bag. And the principal told her, no, go get it and bring it now. So that's cool, right? So the school right here, the night that we went to visit, my husband really likes that school. He likes the school because it's a STEM. It's a STEM school. And my little boy is very STEM. Y'all know what STEM, science, math is. And I had the dream that we came out the school, and up from the main street, there was like a sandstorm coming up the street. And I had to, like, I had little Michael like this, and I had to shield little Michael like that, right? And so I told my husband the dream. I say he can't go there because I had the dream. And I told him he can't go to the other school because I had that dream. And do you know the school he's at now? The way I had the dream, that's the exact thing what happened. Even though he didn't go to kindergarten. We went to the open house, and yes, the school is downstairs because the first floor is on the downstairs. So just like I had the dream, that's exactly what happened. So I knew that he couldn't go any of the other schools. He had to go to this one. So God will show you where to send your school. They kept meticulous record. Uh either that, or move to a white community where they have the best schools. And a few of my African coworkers that they did that. They moved to Livingston, where their kids were the only black kids in the school. And for me, I couldn't do that. Me and my husband, we're too pro black to have our son he's the only black child in the class, and it's a white community. I mean, white. I mean, it might be you and maybe another family that's black in that community. Because Livingston, if y'all Google Livingston, New Jersey, is very expensive. Multi-millionaires live up there. You can't live up there working at Burger King. Okay. But that's not what we wanted for our son. We wanted him to be in a mixed school. Okay. And I still have a very professional transcript. The universe totally understood it. Yeah, yeah. A lot of kids do homeschool. A lot of parents do homeschool. Tony, hey Tony, hi. You must be new. How are you? Question: what's a charter school? Charter school. Oh, you're in Canadian. And we don't have that, so I don't know. Charter school is a company that goes to the Board of Education and said we want to start a school. We have funding from Trees and Association. They gave us $1 million, and we want to start a charter school. Okay, and so you have these people come in, and they decide to start a school, and that's what they do. It's charter school. But the one that's here, they've been in business for years, like years. My neighbor goes to the school but he said when he was coming up, they had that charter school. So since then, there's been a lot of other charter schools around here, but they do have a bad rep for being hard, and they're all about discipline because, I guess they think black kids don't have any discipline at home, so they have to give them the hardcore discipline at school. Okay. And so yeah, so that's why the teacher was no. So I didn't know that part about the charter school. I just know that it was a good school. It's been around a very long time. The kids do very good, and they test very well. They test very well. But when I started talking to the other parents at my job that sent them there, they regret because they don't have any social skills. They can't talk. They can't talk at lunch. It's like jail, basically. There's another one around here. I won't call no name. They had a thing on the internet on it. Simon says move. Simon says eat your food. Simon says stop eating. That's how they talk to the kids. Like even at lunch, you can't socialize. You just have to eat like you're in jail. Okay, 10 minutes, get up, back to class. Some kids need that, but sounds like a great experience. What? Charter schools are PA public funded independent school established by teachers, parents, or community groups under the terms of a charter with a local. Oh, that's a good explanation. There you go, Tony. I love that, TJ. It's excellent. Ashaw, a charter school is a public school that is privately managed. Oh, I love that. Public school that is privately managed. Yes. Now, the problem with charter school is each kid, I remember this because in my community, they fight against charter school. Each child that leaves a private school and goes to a charter school, they take their funding with them. Okay. So let's say it costs, let's put $10,000 per year to educate one child. That child that does not go to public school and choose to go to a charter school, they take their funding with them. So in my community and in some Black organization, they fight against charter school because charter school is taking money from the public school, and the public school, and then they get to cherry pick their kids. The public school kids don't have the funding. So in my community, at least in my community, they fight against that in my community. So basically, a form of alternative, but high schools. Oh, you mean the charter school? So okay, thank you. Well, I guess Miss Lady didn't get to come on, so we're gonna jump off in a few. My little boy's been sleeping. I gotta go wake him up. Uh, it was fun. Do you guys do full language school? Example, we have French immersion school, so I guess for you guys, I'm thinking Spanish. Nope, nope, it's all English. No, not here. You could have Spanish, take Spanish or take French. Well, in the school they only have Spanish, but no. And you know what else they have? Do you guys have this that live in the United States? Do you have one like we have one North? I don't know who came up with this idea. It's ridiculous. One Newark is all the kids in the city of Newark that's going to public school is put in a pool. And so the parents have to choose 5 top schools they have to go to. So when little Michael was going to pre-K, when he left pre-K 4, I had to fill out the public school form, even though he's not going to a public school, he's going to a private school. But because that was his first, I had to fill it out. And you have to choose 5 schools you want your kid to go to. So of course I chose all 5 schools around here. The new school here, school there. Do y'all know my son did not get into any of the schools around here that I chose? You know where they sent it? All the way down to the South Ward. So the East Ward. East Ward is Portuguese. A lot of Portuguese people leave. We call it down neck, okay, or the Portuguese section of Newark. It's all Portuguese down there. They sent him all the way. That's an hour away, and I don't understand why would they not try to get kids close to their home where they live. So instead of my child going to his neighborhood school, y'all want to send him an hour away. I live in Newark. Newark is a huge city. We have 5 wards. North, south, 6. North, south, east, west, central, and the other one, east, or something like that. Why y'all sending him an hour away from where he live in all these schools? So that's another thing with the public school. You don't get to go to your neighborhood school. They put you get to choose, but if they don't get to your name in time, then they're just going to send you where they have an opening. The devil is a lie. Devil is a lie. Okay, yes, I know about Lily. Yes. Oh, Kirby. That's right. Kirby's here. Kirby's in East Orange. California. Okay. In some states, I'm from Wisconsin, we had French Spanish immersions. They just thwarted a school shooting. Yes, I did hear about that. Thank God. Oh, fellow Canadian. No, I think she's from California, right? Kiana, you're from California. Tone is from Canada, right? Did I get that right? Oh, you are. Okay. School shooting where Kiana, I'm in Scarborough. Okay. I might be coming to Canada next year. That's 2023, right? Okay, so she is from Canada. Okay, okay. I thought California, because that's to say, CA is California for us here in the United States. We were homeschooled when it was not popular. My poor parents knew the best so long ago, and it's interesting now we see black families catching up. Yeah, a lot of black families are starting to homeschool. Ash, oh, most of the charter schools I know are very similar to the islands. Charter schools get a bad rap because many of the parents can't keep up with the basic agreement. That's true. Kiana, yeah, I wish I had French immersion for me too. My God, kids go to French immersion. Yeah, a lot of French in Canada, right? Tony, yeah, me too. I wish I did French immersion myself. That's something I had to teach myself and practice with my mother on our own. She's French lady. Which I took French in high school too. Now I regret it. I should have taken I started to take Spanish in college, and then it's like you're confused. uh I'm confused, okay? Can the French do appreciate when you try? They will still love you. I love the French. It's so sexy, so romantic. There's a school in East Orange, equal to San Luis. I heard of that. Yes. Is that a private school, Kirby? Did you know some states should do choice? Get to go to the school you choose may require special requirement or local schools. Probably is what happens when your local school is bad. Well, that's the thing here in Jersey, TJ. My son did not get into any of the five schools. Like, let's say he didn't get here to the right here around the corner, right? There's another school 2 blocks down. We walk. Like, if I could trust him, if as he get older, I could stand right on the corner and see him walk right down there 2, 3 blocks down, and the crossing guard and all the kids are going. As they get older, they want to get independent. Then he didn't get into that. There's a new school down here, the one with 35 kids in the class. He didn't get into that. There is another uh, school going over there to Bluefield, Kirby. You know where I'm at, Bluefield Avenue, Kirby. I'm in the Forest Hill section. He didn't get into that. Okay. He didn't even get to the other school down in Broadway, Kirby. You know where I'm at. He didn't get to that. They sent him all the way down to South Street, Kirby. South School or something. You know how far that is from the Forest Hill section? I would have to leave my house an hour early to get him to school so I can get to work. Education in America is very politically motivated. It has nothing to do with supporting the children to learn, come from the islands, and what was in other shot. It's true. Oh, Canadian transfer to California. Okay, I don't want to bring any kids in this. this Kirby's only getting worse, baby. It's pretty sad how the richest country in the world has such a jacked up education system. It really does. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It absolutely makes no sense. And so this is can you imagine if we were not able to afford to send him to give him a private education? I would be jumping in. I would have to leave. I get to work at 8:30, 8:39. I changed my time to 9. But before, I would have to leave my house, y'all. I would have to leave my house at 7:30. I would probably have to leave my house, Kirby, at 8 o'clock, because you're not going downtown Newark. It ain't no joke with the traffic. I would have to leave my house at 7 o'clock a.m. to get my son to school at 8:30 a.m. Okay. And getting off work at 4 o'clock, it will probably, from where I work, it will probably take me 45 minutes just to get to him. Then I would have to drive another hour and a half back home. No, sir. I'm going to get off. Y'all got to check on my baby. I speak broken French, took Spanish, excellent to French. All I could say is Jean Paul. Do you think it's worth to pay for kids to go to private school in secondary high school, but then the parents don't have any more cash to pay for them to go to college? No, they should be prepared to go to school. They should, from the time a baby child is born, they should have had that 529 or whatever y'all decide to have. No, no, I don't think so. If you can't afford it, parents need to pay for school. If you can't pay, if you can't afford for college, you probably shouldn't be paying for private education, private school. Yeah. The thing about private school is, you could get scholarships and financial aid, but I hate debt. I hate debt. I hate that. I hate having to go in debt to go to school. I don't like it. I don't like it. Despite the issue, each generation's base seem to get stronger. Pandemic day. Oh yeah, hon. Stronger, but less wiser. That's what the Bible says. Less wiser. True, cousin. In Ghana, they are learning things in sixth grade that they are learning. This is true. When I came here at 11, 12. And when I got to college, my first year in college, I had a Jamaican teacher. I never took another Jamaican teacher again. He was so hard on me. And I would write a paper and I knew the paper was good and he would give me a B. And you know what? I decided to go to him. I said, I don't understand why this is a B paper. This is a good paper. You know what he told me? He said, you're from Jamaica. You should know better. He basically saying, you're from Jamaica, so you should have done better or something. I said, I came here when I was 11, so I wasn't here. And he changed it and gave me an A and gave me an A for the class. And I never, ever again, I never took another Jamaican teacher. Never. I never took Jamaican teacher, African teacher. Never. Never again. I took Black Americans and I took white professors. I never took Caribbean teachers or African teachers. Because they're grading us based on what they think you should, because you're from the islands, you should be doing this or should be doing that. Never again. And I was freshman in high school, in college. Never. Never. I made it my business. Once I saw the name that looked African or the name that sound Jamaican, or I would ask, do you know this professor? Where's he from? Oh no, I never took him. Uh-uh. I've spoken to many educators who told me they who don't want always get the best option paying private schools. Who don't always get the best option paying private school. Oh, they don't get the best option. So then they shouldn't send their kids to private school. Send them to public school. Whichever is the best option for your child. I think that's what you need to do. All right, I'm getting ready to go. In addition, you have people seriously advocating to train teachers with guns. It's crazy. I don't understand that, y'all. A teacher could get mad at kids, and guns have no place in our classroom. My husband don't like this, but I told my husband, he don't even want us to let little Michael know what happened. But I told him, he's 7.5. We have to talk to him about it. And I told my husband, I said, I'm going to teach little Michael, God forbid, this, what happened ever happened. I'm going to teach him how to play. And then a few days later, you hear about the one or two kids saying how they played. And that's what I'm going to do. So I asked little Michael. I told Mike, I said, little Michael, we have to pray for the kids. The bad man came in the school and he hurt the kids. And I asked him, and they do drills too. All the schools have to do drills. And I asked him, I said, Michael, what would you do if that happened? And he said, I would pray, Mommy. I would pray. He said, Mommy, I don't want to talk about it because it scared me. I said, okay. I said, I'm gonna give him a few days, and we're gonna talk about it again. Um, kids, we should not have to talk to our 7-year old about that. That's not a conversation we should be having. But unfortunately, it's a conversation that we have to have. We must have that conversation. It's sad, but it's a conversation that we have to have. We shouldn't have to. Those. All right, y'all. I love you. Miss Tammy didn't get to come on, so maybe we'll hook something up. I got to change the title in here. I absolutely love you. Listen, how many of you have my books, 10 Years a Girlfriend? It's the 1 year anniversary, and I only have like 58 reviews or something. How many of you guys have this book? I need you to review it. Oh, excuse me. It, 50, 58 review. Come on, y'all. Y'all have gotten this book. If you've gotten 10 Years a Girlfriend, I need you to please go over to Amazon and review it. I have a new book coming out very soon talking about the guys I dated. When I was at Essex County College, I had a Ghanaian teacher that laughed at me when I was doing a presentation. And then when I was done, some other students laughed. See there? Because they everybody, I don't know everybody, maybe everybody but Americans. Everybody know that Americans are behind in education. Can I get an amen? We come in the bottom when it comes to education. The other countries trump us in education. So when we come from the other islands and we have our island teachers and African teachers, they are grading us based on what the child is supposed to know when the child is back home. Forgetting we came here when we was babies. If we came here as babies, we don't know that. We don't know that. So that I don't take them. I don't bother. I think that might have been the last Caribbean teacher I took. I never took another one ever again. I made it my business. No, what's the name? I ain't take it. All right, y'all. I love you. Tammy didn't get a chance to come on, but we're gonna. I guess we'll try for it again. I don't know when I'll be able to try for it. Put a Ring on It season 5. They don't know what season is 4 or 5. Episode 10. I'm gonna try and get up tomorrow morning and watch it and give you a quick review. I don't know if I should watch it. I probably watch it live, and give you a quick review. I absolutely love you. I adore you. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me. Those of you who have picked up my books, remember, I need you to go back on Amazon and leave a review for me. When you leave a review for Amazon, you are letting them know you really enjoy the book, you're excited about it, and I have haters too. So it's important that those of you who love and support me go back on Amazon or wherever and leave a glowing review for me. I appreciate your love and support. And my new books, how y'all liking this book? This book is doing very well. How to Read Your Bible in 1 Year. The journal, Father's Day journal is coming. This one, it's a men's journal, women's journal. This book, The Leah in Me, is a free ebook I'm doing that I'm going to be giving away soon. I've just been real lazy, but I'm going to review the edits and I'm going to get it out to you. Okay, I love you. I adore you. I'm going to run. My little boy's sleep is 6:23. I need to go wake him up. All right, y'all. Oh, and my Patreon. Don't forget my Patreon. I hear you all the time. Oh, my God, Jen. I love you, Jen. I love you. And then I go check my Patreon, and I don't see you in there. So for those of you want to join my Patreon, it's where you support me on a monthly basis. There are different levels of membership, but get this, you get a book. So it's really a trade-off. Okay, so when you support me, whatever level of membership, you get the book. So everybody in my Patreon, just got this book. Okay. They got the book. So this book is a $30 book. So let's say they join at the $10 level, they still get the book. Okay. So if you want to join my Patreon, that's where you show me love on a monthly basis, whatever level it is. Here's the link to do so. I am trying to move my membership off of YouTube because YouTube takes 30%, y'all. And I need to change my numbers to my levels. All right. I love you. Here's the link if you want to join my Patreon. Check it out. At least check it out. Click on it and see the number, the level, different levels of number. Okay, I'm gonna let this run for a minute so y'all could get that Patreon. I love you. I adore you. I already put a ring on it. I'll do the review tomorrow morning. I'll probably do it, like I usually do, because I'm tired. I don't feel like taking no notes. Okay, love you. Bye. Wait, someone said something. Bye, Kirby. Appreciate your love and support. Bye, guys. Love you. All right, y'all. Thank you. Bye.